So I know one of the decisions when you're looking at a pension is, do I annuitize it? Meaning, do I decide that I want to have that pension coming to me monthly? Or it shows here that I have this option to take it as a lump sum. What are the benefits and the cons to each one?
Absolutely. And so to take a step back, when you're essentially given this situation, right, that's why you want to work with a team that is by standard and by code of ethics and law a fiduciary, right? Because we have to put ourselves in your position as if we are you with your resources, your situation, have to make that dedicated decision. Now, it's unfortunate because many people that are in our industry that claim to be advisors will, first and foremost, tell you, roll it out of the plan. Put it in an IRA that I can manage, that I can make money off of. And yes, that's a conflict of interest, right? We have a conflict of interest of rolling your money into an IRA for us to manage, right? That's why we take our standards so seriously. And a lot of our families, many of them indeed, did not roll it out, and the pension made sense. So when you're looking at a lump sum pension, what you're focusing on is based on the dollar amount that I'm getting, am I going to get a guaranteed fixed income percentage that is reasonable? And here's the harder decision. That's actually going to make sense for me long term and help cover my income needs as inflation continues to rise. Because here's the caveat, Jamie, and we know this. Most pension programs, if you're going to keep it in the pension program, they're not inflation indexed. So in the state of Indiana, for example, our Teachers Retirement Fund program and our PERF program, Public Employee Retirement Program, great pension, right? But when they start initiating the monthly income, it does not adjust for inflation. And so you're automatically losing buying power. The same is the case if you move the money to a fixed annuity and you're wanting to take income payments. Powerful vehicle, but you got to be careful of inflation, and especially in the environment we're in right now. Inflation will probably never go back to 0 and 2%. We're likely on the rise from here. And so those fixed vehicles can really get you into trouble long term if you're not paying close attention. However, going back to the initial point, if that if that annuitized pension does pay a very high income benefit, and we still see them today, right? I just ran a calculation for another family getting ready to retire. Their fixed pension was paying a very reasonable rate, and we said, hey, keep it in the plan and annuitize, because right, your tax situation still allows us to do good tax work, and there's nothing in the world right now that competes with this, and probably never will. So you got to make those decisions. And then the other element is, if you're taking a lump sum, really that's more of a tax planning consideration than anything else. It's not just about the investments and your standard of living, but it's also more about taxes as well. So you've got to really understand how to analyze the situation, what you're looking at. And Jamie, beautiful thing, our advisory team created a checklist on this. And so you can go to yourlifeafterwork.com, pull up that checklist, and it'll help start giving you some things to think about, some ideas to dive into on how to analyze that situation and how it works best for you.
Absolutely.